Hi, this is Sunsun Mushy, hoping to brighten your guys' night. Talking is a little bit of a challenge because I have a canker sore, as usual, but I am alright. Gonna get started. Where are the cards? Okay, I might have to move the camera, but yeah, this is gonna be a pick a card reading. Heck, lucky. I already got a bunch of fur. Yeah, this is gonna be a pick a card reading on just messages from the Lion's Gate portal activation. If you guys know about that. Okay. So yeah, you can pick a deck, reading number 1, 2, or 3. You can see them. So the Wisdom Seekers deck, it's reading 1. The Psychic Tarot for the Heart, I think, it's reading 2. The Wisdom House of Night Oracle is deck number 3. And I feel like I'm actually gonna use one deck per reading, but I will have a clarifier with my one piece of deck. Let me just grab that really quick. It'll be really fast. Hold on, my dues. Every time find your love. Okay. Oh, I should move the camera better. There we go. Alright. So, use your intuition to pick a reading, 1, 2, or 3, or if you want to go through all of them, you totally can too. If you want some backbone cards to help with deciding as well, these may be some themes. Overall, they will probably connect one way or another. I feel readings 1, 2, and 3 may be connected right off the bat, but they don't have to be. They can be standalone messages, however they resonate with you. This is calling out. So, reading number 1, I feel might be about balancing your energy, learning how to balance your emotions from your thoughts. That's what I hear. King of Swords, 6 of Cups, and the Hierophant. So that might be reading 1 as its subject. Reading number 2 is about success and growth in terms of your actions, your spiritual path, your growth in the physical world, your growth with the ability to go with the flow, success and growth in pretty much all aspects. Yeah. And then reading number 3 is about persevering, about love, remembering something, if you need to be reminded something. Reading number 3 might be that. If there's something you're forgetting, something, a reminder for the future, a reminder if there's something that you might not be seeing as a part of your future. 28 and 8. There's a lot of 8s coming out. So if you can see, like here's an 8, and then here's an 8, and then a 28. So maybe reading 2 and 3 might be more connected than reading 1, but yeah. Alright, so reading number 1. This may be love related. Ace of Cups. There's some sort of renewal. Yeah, I'm hearing again balance between yourself and the universe. Balance between how you feel about, as the Empress. For those of you who might identify more with feminine energy or as the divine feminine. It's kind of like twin flame talk, but yeah, there's something about a renewal, about energy, about how you feel about yourself, how ready you feel about taking care of yourself by yourself, like you are self-sufficient, but you know what you need within yourself and you know what you need from the universe, that type of thing. So look at this card, it's very split in half, like the top and the bottom. It's very interesting. It's like 2 cards in one. It's like you are receiving your emotions from like the universe, but you also pour those emotions out. Yeah, I was wondering about this card. The Sun card. This is balance again. It's balance between your 2 parts. Or in another aspect, like balance between what you're receiving from the universe and what you are giving out to the universe. Prince of Cups. Yeah, this is a reflective period of time right now. I feel like you're looking in water, or you're like looking out and you are really reflecting how you see yourself in others, how others might see you in themselves. Understanding. I feel like there's some sort of like new appreciation for your surroundings, for where you are right now. Maybe you're like leaving a place soon and you're just like, dang, like as this Prince of Cups looking in the water, like, dang, I'm gonna miss this place, truth be told. And the horse is like having a good time drinking water, like, yeah, I'm chill, I'm doing my thing, I already know I'm gonna miss it when you're gone, but hey, I'm gonna be here. Or like, I'm gonna miss this lake. Maybe the horse is going with you. I feel like the horse is going with you in this situation. The horse, I feel, represents pretty much your stuff, your belongings. Yeah, so wherever you go, the horse goes. So, yeah, I can see why you'd be more like, dang, I'm gonna miss it, and then all your stuff is like, we go with you. So like, yeah, I guess we'll miss this place too, but like, you know, we go with you. So like, other than just like your stuff, that can be like friends and certain family members, like people in your life that you know are here to help you and get you where you need to go. I don't know what that's all about. Pretty intense energy. I feel like this is like a choose your own. That's really beautiful. You choose your reality with this. I don't know how well you guys can see that. Hope you can see it. I should here. This could be the end of everything. Okay. That should make this a lot closer, if you can see better. We've got the Empress, Ace of Cups, the Sun, and Prince of Cups. And I feel like these are all components of things going on that you may be resonating with. And to me, this is like, this is kind of like the unknown part. There's something about this leaving. This is an emotional goodbye. This isn't like you're technically leaving a home behind or something like that. Though I may have made it seem like that. It could be for if that resonated with you. But like basically what I'm picking up on now is that it's like that like leaving behind, but in the realm of the heart, in the realm of a partnership, in the realm of like saying goodbye to a previous version of yourself. Maybe a version of yourself that was more immature, you're like looking in the water and you're like, wow, I don't even recognize myself anymore, I'm so different. This can be positive or negative depending on your own outlook. You can see this as a loss, and it can result in a loss. Or you can see this as a grown, matured person, and you are a grown, matured person as the Prince of Cups going into a Queen of Cups. Someone ready to offer their love yet again. And I hear ultimately that the Five of Cups and Queen of Cups are the two energies from the Six of Wands that will go together into one. A victory, a triumphant moment, a success basically, which I think builds back into the Sun's energy, this beautiful balance and partnership. So I'm hearing, yeah, those are pretty lit messages. Spirit, yeah, they know my question. And this came out sideways. Yeah, I feel like you're going through quite a bit of anxiety at this point in time about this balancing energy. So I'm hearing this could be quite honestly about another person as well. So take these messages about yourself, but also reflect that as this being about a relationship, because a relationship is yourself, but like two halves within you. But that means the same advice can be applied to a relationship of your two selves with another person's two selves, if you get what I mean. So I'm hearing a release of the Knight of Swords energy, like this needs to go. If you're having any fears, if you're having any doubts, if you are thinking about all these, like, what if it's this, what if it's that, all these basically paranoia or just darkest fears is what I was trying to say. It's like you have a lot of thoughts that can make it make sense, but there's one that's sort of bent and out of place that like kind of, excuse my language, but like kind of fucks up the whole thing. Kind of like makes it all like scary. And like if that thought was just tilted, your perspective, things would be a lot less scary. So this is Spirit saying like it's time to let go of those fears and worries, because this connection is pretty much like real, and you've got to get to the bottom of it. King of Wands. You are either the King of Wands or the other person's the King of Wands. And, you know, maybe you get a lot of mixed messages from them. Maybe they say things like, oh, this is cool. But then other times they're like, oh, when is this going to be over? All that sort of stuff. And, wow, and Ten of Swords is reversed. That's really beautiful. So there is a release of pain regarding all of this and ending to this cycle. But it's like maybe they give you a lot of back and forth answers and you don't understand the messages. Like on one end it's like it seems like they're really into you, and on the other end it seems like they want nothing to do with you. It's like really confusing. And wow, I love this. I like opened it like a book, the first card over here, and it's the Emperor. And I was wondering if the Emperor was going to come up, and the Emperor very much did. So if you identify with like twin flame connection, this is talking about that, but you know, it doesn't have to be. It could just be talking about two individuals, one who's like more divine feminine, one's more divine masculine. But at that point, that's basically what a twin flame connection kind of is, I guess. It's like those two different like parts that kind of make up the same archetype person. You, the sun, this partnership. This is really beautiful of a spread. If you're seeing this, I'll hold this part up. It's like this. It's pretty cool. So like there's the feminine and the masculine, and they balance. I like how the feminine is closer to the masculine, balancing out, and the masculine closer to the feminine. So it really is like balancing yourselves of your own masculine and feminine energy, but also each other with your own like dominant, or like not dominant, but like with your like you being like identifying with the divine feminine energy, and them defining with the divine masculine energy. It's like as a divine feminine, you have masculine and feminine energy, yeah. And as a divine masculine, you or the other person, you know, has feminine and masculine energy. So, yeah. So I'm hearing as the King of Wands, you are charging forward about this, trying to like get to the bottom of this, trying to figure this out, or the other person, or both. Yeah, I had a feeling with these cards. This is something rather new, whatever's going on. There was something that was completed, and I think the new thing is the release of pain. The release of, oddly enough, worrying about it. I think the Sign of Swords energy really did get tossed. So that's really cool. I love that. Look at what's behind it. The stars. This is all in alignment. Everything is working out. That is really cool. Yep, this one came up. Yep, you're creating your reality as the magician. You really are, together and on your own, and with the universe. It's just like this is pretty much kind of like the stars are in alignment, or you are trying to see if they are, but ultimately I'm hearing they are in alignment. The Magician, I do want to pull this one. The Hermit, yeah, this is something, I feel like you guys are or were in separation and kind of found these answers. And maybe that's where a little bit of this Nine of Swords come from, because it's like, maybe you haven't reconvened yet entirely, and so it's like, it sure looks like they're coming towards you with the King of Wands and the Fool and the World, but on the other end, it's like, you've been doing your own thing, they've been doing their own thing. You guys are both off on your own as the Hermit learning. What if it's not what it is? But, the star tells me it is what it is. Spirit, what can you say about this connection? Does union... Well, we already got union, Six of Wands. So, let's see, what can I ask to, like, finish up this reading? Are the stars, in fact, in alignment? I mean, we pulled the star card, that means yes, but Four of Pentacles reversed. I don't even know how it came. I'm holding it the wrong way, which is beautiful. Two of Pentacles is over here. Five of Swords reversed. It's like all, like, this is just, I don't even know what happened to my deck, but ultimately I'm hearing yes with the Four of Pentacles reversed. I am going to find these and switch them. Yeah, and with this song playing, I really am going with my own vibe. I love how I see this card. I'm happy about that. But by the way, with Four of Pentacles reversed, basically what I hear about that is that pretty much you're ready to move on from the Four of Pentacles energy. I feel like with Four of Pentacles energy, you've been doing things on your own, and it's like you're ready to come in with this partnership with the Two of Pentacles, something more stable, honestly, oddly enough. Two of Pentacles is like, you want to kind of like add that into, you want to like release your Four of Pentacles energy and go back into something more routine, more infinite, more partnership, and that does involve like sacrificing a little bit of what you have, maybe, if that resonates with you. That could just be like time, you know, you had all this time for yourself. This would become reversed. This would become like gone into the Two of Pentacles. If now you're going to be spending time with this person, you know, or going out to eat, things like that. So, sure sounds like that's all in alignment. So that's reading number one. That it seems like you and this person both want to come into union if you're in separation. Oh. Yeah. Regarding the other person, what is their energy looking like? Judgment. Yeah, I feel like pretty much this is good. This is like whatever I just explained, like ditto for that person, pretty much. Yeah. And Queen of Cups is here. Oh, and Prince of Cups. Yeah, I don't even really know. I thought I shuffled a bit, but pretty much, yeah. What you're feeling with this love offer, you're not off about it. You are pretty spot on, and Six of Swords, Lovers, wow. There's just a lot of messages coming out about this. So I feel as though the main difference for some of you with this reading is some of these relationships involve codependency and others involve learning to move on from that codependency. So if you've already moved on from the idea of codependency, then that's kind of like the biggest challenge I can think of right now. And if you're still dealing with codependency, then that's like the only thing in the way. Or like one of the things, and something to move on from, to get through. So for a little bit of like advice, I guess, if there's codependency involved. But overall, very, very nice. The Lovers ending this reading. 2 6s. So, alright. Sending love and light. These are your messages from the Lionsgate. If you want messages for reading 2 and 3, you can stick around. But if not, peace out. Alright, reading number 2. This is about your success and growth. So, what are you working on? What is it that you are trying to grow in with embracing the energy from the universe? I feel like what you're trying to pick up on is maybe your spiritual gifts. Maybe you're trying to follow a healer's path, a shaman's path, and to do this you're trying to feel more connected and feel like you're receiving messages better. Yeah, it's kind of like you're not even sure where to start with 7 of Cups, with daydreams and decisions. It's like, how do you even do that? It's sort of like maybe a question coming in. I'm hearing to contemplate, to breathe, to look at things through your perspective, and yeah, maybe it's like you don't know, or maybe there are certain things you haven't experienced yet, but you will. And it's like your experiences will help you, guide you through this journey. I'm hearing it's on your path for sure, but at this present moment, if you haven't found your way of like embracing the energy, basically, of like how to feel the rewards of the universe. I don't know, if you haven't like figured out your way of meditation as an example, or your way of like reading tarot even, like you're trying to really embrace that gift within yourself, and maybe you're worrying like, is that even for me? You know, I'm hearing yes, of course. I'm hearing anyone interested in like spirituality or psychic gifts or spiritual gifts, I guess. That's something that all of us can hone in on. It's just a matter of doing things your way, pretty much. You have to do it through your perspective, as well as switching up the perspective, of course. You gotta learn from others and everything, but you really do gotta accept yourself and accept the way that you see things, and realize that your perspective is quite beautiful. Like, beyond your physical body, you are like this beautiful spirit, this energy, this like god or goddess, as we all kind of are, is how I feel. Yeah, it's just a matter of seeing with your intuition, not with your eyes. Trusting that what you're seeing in your mind, what you're seeing in your third eye, is very much maybe your way. It's like whatever you see. Maybe you're wondering like, oh, am I just imagining things, or is that just my imagination? You know, a little secret is that's kind of how I feel too. I truly feel like our imagination is our gateway to the connection to spirit. That's how I feel about imagination. So whatever your creativity comes up with, I'd say are pretty much messages and connectivity and an outlet of receiving this energy, to embrace this. So yeah, to help shine, yes. And I love that. Like, use your imagination, your third eye, to shine. And look at that, 19 plus 2 is 21. My favorite number is 21, came up twice. So that's really cool. Wouldn't be surprised if it came up a third time. There's a 7, so if the number 3 came up, that would multiply. But there's other ways, you know. With 11, if I got a 10, that would be a 21. You know, 7 plus 4 is 11. So even a 5, because 2 times 5. So there's so many ways I'll probably get a third and final 21. What is another message? So yeah, in terms of success and growth, you're getting there. You just gotta stabilize. And 2 4s came out now. This one literally flipped out right over there. So this is 4 of Wands energy, and this 4 of Swords. As you contemplate and breathe and go your own pace, I feel like a lot of rewards come from that slower action. It's like when you slow down your thoughts to that point, your actions are actually a bit faster but more stable, and more things will be coming up in the material world, I would hear, but also on your journey, yeah, your spiritual journey. It'll really take off. It'll like you'll find slow and steady truly does win the race, basically. 5, challenging times, and you know that's right below the 2, which multiplies to 10. These add to 11. 10 plus 11 is 21, so that's really cool. Yeah, 5 of Wands, it is quite a challenge, because there's so many perspectives within you, where you're like, is that my imagination? Is that my higher self? Is that my ego self? What is all this? There's a lot of, I feel, conflict within yourself, and so I think that's why you gotta breathe and contemplate and reflect on yourself, and really accept yourself for who and what you are, which is really quite beautiful. So yeah, 2, 4, 6, 7, 7 cards. I'm hearing to draw 3 cards, or rather 3 piles. Yep, and this pile is just literally 1 card. So your final message, crown chakra. Yep, connected through spirit, and hey, it's another 7. So picking up messages, receiving downloads, that kind of stuff. And it's actually this card, balance, 7, 14, 21. That's really funny. So I'm hearing that's its own set, and that this really, what even is this message? This is the backbone message, detach. So the overall helping energy behind this is detach and to move forward. So there's something about detaching from your circumstances right now to help you balance and reflect. Yeah. And to move on from this stagnant energy in the material world. There's 7-11, that's really cool. And oh, and 2 7, 7 7, 7-11, that's really cool. That might be a message out there for you guys. But yeah, detaching, I'm hearing, is a very significant message. Sending love and light, I want enough time for reading number 3. Well, yeah, if you stick around, I'll see you guys in reading 3. If not, you know, peace out. It's interesting, I actually find that I don't need this one for either of these decks, but I am hearing it's going to be clarified in this one. So this one was about a reminder. What is this reminder about? What needs to be reminded? The magic of the universe came into my head. Your emotions matter, your feelings matter, your feelings are real, your heart is not crazy. Yes. Yeah. Wow, I feel like I can just flip cards for days. Yep. See through deceit, take the risk, have fun with it. So this is really cool. This is a really cool reading. Go with the flow of your emotions. They will help you rebuild. They will help you restructure with loyalty as you stay true to yourself and stay true to your emotions and your path and the journey you are on. Keep wishing to move on from this deceitful energy that seems to be around you, or if there's a part of you that you don't know about yourself, you are wishing to unlock that and to break through that deceitful energy to obtain honesty. But I am mostly hearing the first thing I said about moving away, wishing to move away from this deceitful energy. I'm picking up this energy is not you. And yeah, this leap of faith, I feel like your risk is just for some reason your risk is just trying to have fun with the connection. This connection that you might feel might be actually where some of the deceitful energy is coming from. You're trying to take a risk with this person and have fun with them, but there's like deception behind it. So I'm going to clarify each of these cards. And wow, I just realized I did pull 7 cards, and I love that number. So from here I'm going to clarify each section with 1 card each for now. The top, the 9 of Swords. So yes, with all this going on, there's a lot of fears about this. I feel like if fears are at the base of your foundation, your walls, what makes you up, which is your loyalty and your emotions and everything that creates who you are, you know. So like mind, spirit, whatever, all that stuff. I feel like if anxieties and dark fears start with it, basically this is spirit trying to say like you gotta release that, because if you have that, it goes into the well of wishes. I love that 19, and this is 9, so it's like this will go into that well of wishes. You're gonna it'll result in some deceitful energies, like every time. And then when it gets down to this playful and trying to take a risk, that'll cycle back up here. Yep, the 9 of Swords is still there. It'll get cycled in. So this needs to get taken out of your wall. If you're going through a tower moment, or you need to rebuild yourself in some sort of way, this is spirit trying to say to like release your fears. So what happens from that? We get 2 of Pentacles. We get a balance between hope and fear. They balance into practicality. 2 of Pentacles, an infinite energy that can be worked with as a partnership. Yeah. Wow, these ones want to come out. So, wow. I'm just gonna. Wow. Okay. So, stop it. It's this card. There's tape. It's not like floating. It's not like that magical. Pretty magical, but not that magical. So this is the 3rd card down here. 9 of Pentacles. You got 9 to 9. That might mean something to you guys. 9 of Pentacles. Playful and risk. Taking a risk with your leisure. Taking a risk with your financial security. I'm hearing. With your material world. Something about that. Having fun with it. Trying to enjoy all aspects of life, no matter how that part feels for you. If you're taking a risk by losing all of your like financial security, or your like material wealth, or your material like safety net, whatever that is, taking a risk on this seems to be what spirit is saying to go with. Let's see. Yeah, the Devil's energy with the 9 of Swords. This is holding you back. Your fears. Judgment. It is good judgment to balance your hopes and fears. It is good judgment to balance your wishes and your like realities and fantasies together into hopes and dreams, and pretty much good judgment. And then 9 of Pentacles, this whole thing, the Fool. Yep, leap of faith, the Fool, new journey. So wherever you are, I'm hearing it might be a good idea to take some sort of leap of faith with perhaps your finances, or just something that you feel really secure in. So this doesn't have to be a